Nice long straight stems.
The first time medical cannabis was introduced in the Wisconsin legislature was back in the 1999-2000 session. Fast forward 25 years later, and there still hasn't been much progress made with legalization.
So are these kind of like the buds then?
Well, that's right there's a weed.
In the meantime, several indigenous tribes have been cultivating hemp. Jeromy Cowell, the farm director of the Courte Ojibwe University, says they are working closely with the researchers at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Eventually, the hemp plants will have the cannabidiol or CBD oil extracted, containing none of the THC psychoactive effects.
The farm is just solely focused on the research application due to permitting and within the grant parameters, but working with the LCO Conservation Department, any additional permitting we would expand into the personal use hemp.
The 2018 Farm Bill permitted growing industrial hemp containing less than 0.3% of THC. With tribal sovereignty, though, indigenous nations like the Courte Band of Superior Ojibwe can grow and sell cannabis, which they say helps boost a tribe's economy and the health of residents living on the reservation.
Revenue sometimes is hard to come by up here in northern Wisconsin.
Michael Courte is a senior intergovernmental affairs specialist. He's been working to help educate tribal leaders, legislators, and other organizations on the medical benefits of cannabis.
Spend money outside their district, outside their people, to have an opportunity to have their people have access to medical cannabis legally sooner than later. It's a gamble that we're taking.
The National Institute of Health says it can help people fighting their addictions with substance abuse, and Courte suggests that the Wisconsin legislature could learn more about the therapeutic uses of cannabis from the tribes.
We just don't want to be the last state to do anything. That's kind of a personal goal of mine. As I started this thing in 2014, I was told by a lawmaker that Wisconsin may be the 50th state to do anything, and I have hope that something's going to happen sooner than later.
So what's holding Wisconsin back from statewide legalization? According to the Courte vice chairman, it's because of old perceptions from over a half a century ago that are still around today.
You know, the stigma of the 70s and the 80s and the, Nancy Reagan era, that it just pretty much told everyone don't do drugs, right? I don't consider cannabis a drug any longer. It does have large medicinal value, and this is something I'd love to bring to the people here because it does help a lot of people.
Bill Trapania says the Courte Tribal Governing Board wants to develop medical cannabis for people living on the reservation and other Wisconsin residents. Although there are some legal obstacles at the state level to establish a dispensary, specifically Public Law 280, which means tribal nations in Wisconsin have to follow the state's prohibitive laws involving the plant.
We have been talking to state officials just on ways we can move forward with just our tribal members medically. And so this is something that's in the works. That's really, it's complicated because of the laws in Wisconsin. We not only do we have, federal jurisdiction, on a tribe we do have state jurisdiction because of Public Law 280, which kind of hinders us further. Where other tribes, they've been able to go forward without the state's blessing because they use their sovereignty.
As the board handles the legality to provide medical cannabis, the LCO Ojibwe University is now offering a class for students this incoming fall semester to learn more about the plant. Dr. Odawa White is a professor at the college, and he says the class was created after a successful pilot program visiting another tribe's hemp growing operations.
So we actually provided an opportunity for students this past summer to actually go to Prairie Island, who just opened one of their dispensaries, and so it was an opportunity to see what their operation was, to kind of gain that hands-on approach to understanding the whole entire process. And so it was really engaging for students to kind of be part of that.
Students enrolled in the cannabis science course will also visit the university farm and learn how hemp grows. Jeromy Cowell says hopefully the farm can grow industrial fiber hemp, which can be used for textiles, construction, and even 3D printing.
Hopefully next year we'll be having a larger actual commercial size field of several acres of industrial fiber hemps where we can then proceed to test the actual fibers.
For WDIO News, I'm William Lean.